We continue our lesson on the accusative case. In the previous class, we saw that adu, third person, singular, neutral gender, takes up a suffix an before accepting the case marker. So, this becomes adan plus I. Adanai. The accusative form of adu is adanai. It is arrived at because of the suffix an and the case marker I. In the last class, along with this, we did learn about Tirukkural, the immortal classic, and also about its author, Thiruvalluvar. Let us see one couplet. I am using roughly the term couplet from that great book. இதனை இதனால் இவன் முடிக்கும் என்று ஆய்ந்து அதனை அவன்கண் விடல். This has 7 units in it. I am not going into the technical terms. We shall learn them later on. இதனை இதனால் இவன் முடிக்கும் என்று ஆய்ந்து அதனை அவன்கண் விடல். Now, I want you to find out whether you can recognize any of these words. Anyone? Please try to read again. இதனை இதனால் இவன் முடிக்கும் என்று ஆய்ந்து அதனை அவன்கண் விடல். Let me split this word. Avan-kan. Obviously, at least 3 words are familiar to you. First of all, avan. You know that third person, singular, masculine gender. Third person, singular, masculine gender. Even. You know these go together. Avan, even and yavan. So, you know at least 2 words in this couplet perfectly. Now, you have to find out this one. Adanai. We have just learnt it. Adanai is the accusative form of adu. Similarly, idanai is the accusative form of idu. Idu plus an plus I. Idanai. I split this. Ethanol. This is instrumental case. I am not going to that now. Ethanai, ethanol, இவன் முடிக்கும் என்று ஆய்ந்து அதனை அவன்கண் விடல். This means ethanai, this one. Ethanol, because of it. Even this man. முடிக்கும் shall do. என்று thus ஆய்ந்து having decided அதனை that work அவன்கண் விடல் விடல் leave அவன்கண் to him அதனை that leave it to him after considering that this man would do this job with the help of this particular thing. Now, the main point to give you an example from this Tirukural dating back 2000 years ago is only to explain that this form of putting a suffix an with adu before taking up a case marker has been in vogue for so long. Idanai, adanai, all these are the examples. Today you have not only learnt the usage of adanai and idanai, and you have also seen an example from an old classic. Now we go to third person plural neuter. அவை are அவைகள். If you add the case marker, there is no difficulty. The merger is very simple and it becomes அவைகளை. So also அவர்கள், third person plural human beings, அவர்களை. No difficulty in this combination. This word avai stands for they, neuter, and also an assembly of men. So just to distinguish this, when it is a natural combination, it becomes avai plus I, avai yai. That will be the assembly. To differentiate this from this, what they do is with avai, another suffix is added, and this is true, it true, as we did for the singular an. So avai plus atru avatru plus I avatrai. Avai is the word and it takes a suffix atru before taking up the case marker. So avai plus atru becomes avatru plus I avatrai. This is third person plural neuter gender. Let us once again see the difference. Adu takes an and avai takes atru. Before taking up a case marker. Since we are discussing the accusative case, the case marker is I. This happens only in the third person neuter gender. With this we come to the end of learning the accusative case. Accusative case indicates the object in a sentence, and that is indicated by the case marker I. Whenever this I is added to a noun, that becomes a noun in the accusative case. This is an exercise. நான் அந்த நாயை அடிக்கிறேன். This is a complete sentence. It has a subject, it has an object, there is a finite verb, and there is also an adjective. நான் அந்த நாயை அடிக்கிறேன். Now you have reached a stage where I need not explain all the words. நான் you know, நாயை you know, அடிக்கிறேன் you know, and அந்த is demonstrative pronoun or definite article. நான் அந்த நாயை அடிக்கிறேன். நான் is represented by ஏன் in the suffix, and kiru stands for the present tense. Adi is the verb to beat. நான் அந்த நாயை அடிக்கிறேன். Here I is the accusative case marker. This is the way a complete sentence is formed. இந்த மரத்தை பார். Par, see. Naturally, it means to see. When you have this sort of verb, naturally the subject will be நீ. நீ இந்த மரத்தை பார். You see. What? இந்த is this. மரத்தை. Come on, try to understand, try to find out. The word is maram and it takes up the case marker I. So, in between we have a suffix attu. Maram plus attu plus I, marathai is another example. In the previous sentence we saw a natural combination of the case marker. Here, along with the case marker, we have to take another suffix. இந்த மரத்தை பார். நீ இந்த மரத்தை பார். அவன் ஒரு வீட்டை கட்டுகிறான். அவன் ஒரு வீட்டை கட்டுகிறான். ஒரு is one and here it stands for a. As you say in English, you have an article. அவன் ஒரு வீட்டை கட்டுகிறான். What is the word here? You must be able to separate the case marker. The case marker is I. So, naturally, what will be the original form of the word? அவன் ஒரு வீட்டை கட்டு. To build, to construct. அவன் ஒரு வீட்டை கட்டுகிறான். He builds a house. This is the third example. A natural combination, an additional suffix and an internal change. Please read this. பசு புல்லை தின்கிறது. Thin, to eat. Pull, grass. Pasu, a cow. You have seen all these words. பசு புல்லை தின்கிறது. Kiru is present tense marker. Pasu is third person singular neutral gender, so adu is the suffix. Pull, because it's a two-lettered word with a short vowel in the beginning, the consonant gets doubled when it takes up the case marker. So, Pasu pullai tingirathu is another example we have already seen. With all this, you must be able to read a small simple sentence and locate the subject, the object and the verb, and also find out whether the verb is in the present tense, whether it is a finite verb with all the components, that is the root of the verb, the tense marker and the suffix indicating the nature of the subject. With all this, you are able to make a complete sentence. We have seen the verb in the present tense. We have taken up the study of case, that is accusative case, to start with, and we are able to write small sentences. A complete sentence with a subject, predicate and object. Slowly we move on to another example. Nangal, you know that. What is Nangal? First person plural. Suppose you add the case marker I to Nangal. What will happen? First of all, this gets a different form. Nangal becomes Yangal. And you add I, it becomes Yangalai. So also Ungal plus I, Ungalai. What will happen? Instead of Nangal, I put another term. Nam. Nam is inclusive pronoun of first person plural. Nam plus I. This will become first nam and then take I. Now what will happen? This is a two-lettered word with a short vowel in the beginning and a consonant at the end. Such words naturally get doubled before taking up the case marker. So this will become nammai. So nam becomes nammai with the case marker I. Nangal becomes yangal before accepting the case marker. Ningal will become ungal in the case of a case marker being added. And in the third person, for singular, you had an extra suffix an, and for plural, extra suffix atru. And there are internal changes according to the words. It can be doubled as in kal, pul, nam, etc. Or the consonant being doubled as in veedu, veetu plus I, veetai, kaadu, kaattu plus I, kaatai, etc. So, we have almost exhausted all the patterns, and now we are supposed to be perfect with the accusative case and the usage of it. Tomorrow we shall take up another subject with the plurals.